Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Keeping It Real podcast. I'm your host, McKaylee Lonaville, and I got my girl, Bri Kuznik, back on the podcast today.
We have Kaya for another
and
minute.
yeah, Kaya is, and
There she
she's
goes.
done.
Done with us.
I'm so excited to have you guys here. If this is your first time listening, or if you are back on the podcast, we're just so excited to have you here. Today, we're going to be talking about motivation during the holidays. So today is Friday when you are listening to this, and Christmas Eve is on Tuesday, and Christmas is on Wednesday.
Crazy.
That's literally less than a week away. So we just wanted to get into like a little bit of motivation tips during the holiday, how to stay motivated, how to stay in your routine, all the things. And I got Bri on. I'm the guest today. She's the host. So typically when she comes on, I just want to be the guest and I let her take over. So we're gonna just let her
She's
go on.
making me work, y'all.
You're working for free, girl. So, anyways, Bri, what's up, girl?
Hey.
We've been hanging out already for like an hour, but I'm just gonna ask her what's up again.
I'm excited to get into it.
All right, Bri. So I got my first question for you. So the holidays can feel hectic. How do you stay motivated during this busy season?
Yeah, I think the problem is that too many people either they try to go all or nothing. I feel like that's always like the common theme in general is like people are all or nothing. They're like during the holidays I have to be at 100% or 0%. And I think it's trying to find the happy medium because obviously it's going to be a little bit more chaotic. You're going to be outside of your routine. You may be going to a couple different Christmases or a couple different, traveling here and there. It's really just what can I keep up with? How can I do the best every single day, depending on, every single schedule and, creating goals, but also keeping that promise to yourself of like simple things like movement, right? Like how can you get like an extra walk in? Can you drink more water? Can you wait until the end of the day to have dessert instead of having it, for breakfast, right? So it's like these little things that are going to add up and help you to feel better throughout the holidays because the average person, I read this stat, so many years ago. Honestly, it's probably increased since then, but they've gained like 10 to 15 pounds during the holiday season.
Oh, yeah.
Which is crazy. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And then we wake up on January 1st and we're like, that's when I'm going to start. And then now you're already up 10 to 15 pounds. And then that's how people just keep gaining year after year after year, right?
Yeah, so true.
And so it's not even about setting a weight loss goal either. It's like, what can I do realistically daily to like keep myself feeling good. I think that's the most important thing. Here I am just like rambling now because
no, I love it.
I also feel like too, when we're setting our goals, it's all about the way we look. It's about aesthetics and there's nothing wrong with that. Like you can have an aesthetic goal, but that's only going to get you so far because you need to have a goal of like wanting to feel good or like wanting to be more energized for your kids, something deeper, right? Like deeper than just the way you look. Because when you slip up and your goal is just to like look in a bikini, which again, that's not a bad goal, but like it's surface level. But when you slip up, you're going to just go off the deep end and like eat the whole sleeve of Oreos versus like, okay, I slipped up. I had a crazy bender during the holidays, whatever, it happened. That's life.
Yeah.
How can I just hit the reset button for tomorrow?
So true, because even for me, like, just like throughout my life, I've always been like, okay, I'm going to eat whatever I want to eat this whole week. And then January 1st, I'm starting strong. And it's like, you see the gyms are filled on January 1st. Everyone's going strong. Everyone's going hard. But it's like, why are we going hard on January 1st? Why aren't we starting now? Like, why are we always waiting to start? And even for me, like, I'm always waiting to start. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll start in a couple of days, like, and I never do. So it's like, what are the empty promises that you're keeping to yourself? Like, what are the actual realistic goals that you can keep that are going to keep you going towards your goals? Like, make it realistic. Well,
and also too, like the little habits that you start now are what you're going to start the new year with. So you're already going to be ahead of your goals to a certain capacity, which I think is really exciting because most people wake up on January 1st, they're hungover, they've gained the 10 to 15 pounds that most Americans do gain, and then they don't feel motivated. They don't feel good in their skin. They don't feel excited to start a new habit. Maybe the high of, whatever the first Monday of the year is gets them to the gym once, but then they don't feel good because they have just been, accumulating all of this like brain fog and, empty calories throughout the holidays and not doing any movement because they're, Netflix and chilling instead of like going for a walk or, getting to the gym for a 30-minute exercise, like workout or something like that.
Yeah. And I think it's also important, like, during the holidays, rest, take your breaks, eat the fun foods, but like, don't indulge in, not, I feel like that's just like the wrong word, but like don't like overdo it to like the point of like having to literally start over everything.
Yes.
You know, like I think that's just like the thing, you know, have fun, you know, have some drinks, eat some bad food, whatever you're going to do, take a couple days off of working out. We're not saying that that's wrong, but don't completely just like wash everything away that you've been working on all year to be like, oh, I'm going to start again in a couple days.
Yeah.
So I think that's like off to a great start. Like just giving yourself grace and giving yourself that good balance of like having fun, but also maintaining your goals.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
All right, let's see. What other questions do I got for you, girl?
Yeah.
We got lots of questions for Bri today. She's going to hate me. Guys, this question, like, why do you think people often wait for the new year to start working on their goals? And how can we avoid that trap?
I think we are constantly looking for a start date in the future. It's so easy. And it's also exciting. It's like, it's almost an addiction. It's like addicts love gambling, not necessarily because of the gambling. It's the journey to get to the casino is like the high, right? And then they go and they gamble and they lose their money or whatever. And then, you know, then the high comes back when they're thinking about going and gambling. I feel like it's the same thing with like fitness. It's like the addiction to like setting goals and like saying, I'm going to start on Monday. Because think about the preparation. You buy a new planner. You write out a meal plan. You subscribe to a new app. You're like so excited to buy a new workout outfit. And then when Monday comes and let's say you snooze your alarm on accident or something happens, you're not able to make it to the gym or whatever. Then you're like, oh, no worries. I'll just start next Monday. It's like the excitement of like setting a goal.
That's so true.
But like that's not where the magic happens. Obviously, you need to have a goal, right? It's important.
Of course.
But the magic is in like the little things. I think people discredit as well the little things that they do. They're like, oh, you know, a 2-mile walk, that's not going to make a difference. I need to go to the gym for 90 minutes. When it's like, okay, well, if you did a 2-mile walk every day after work or broke it up a mile in the morning, a mile at night, like that would insanely enhance your physical appearance, the way you felt, like your digestion, everything. And so I think that's a big thing as well.
And I think we come up with these unrealistic goals that we're not going to maintain throughout the year, you know? Even for me, like there's some goals that I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this, and it's like, no, I need to start somewhere first and then get there. So like, what's your realistic goal that you are going to accomplish or trying to accomplish in the new year? And I think it's great, you know, if you want to start over and you had a bad year, say you had a really rough year and you want to start January 1st, you're like, you know what, let me just get through this year. I'm going to start January 1st. Like, that's a great goal, but don't be unrealistic with it and really hold yourself accountable to that goal. If you're not going to hold yourself accountable, no one's going to hold yourself accountable. So I think that that's just like a super important thing to really think and dive deep into as well. Like, why am I doing this? Am I doing this? What are the reasons that you're doing this? You know, like just always having a reasoning for it.
And like the competing beliefs, I feel like causes a lot of self-sabotage. It's like the person, like they want to become healthier. They want to become a gym goer. They want to become, you know, they want to reach XYZ goal, but they still have the belief and they still have the self-concept, I guess you could say, of themselves being the person who is lazy, who doesn't get up and work out. Like they're not viewing themselves as the person they want to be. And I feel like when you have those two competing beliefs, like, oh, I want to be, you know, in my healthy girl era versus, oh, I love being in my comfy girl era. It's the one that you've been the longest is going to win every single time because you don't have to think about it. That's just your nature. So most of the battle is actually just going against your nature to do the thing that's uncomfortable and to already view yourself as that. That's like, you know, all meditation 101 and visualization. It's like act as your future self. Would your future self hit snooze for the next hour and not go and get that 1-mile workout or 1-mile walk in before, you know, heading to Christmas events or whatever. Or I just lost my train of thought. The lights, freaking every time the lights just blind me.
It was good. Find it.
I was going somewhere with that point, and the lights just took it out of me. I'm not made out for showbiz.
I'm keeping this and I'm not cutting this out. This is so good. This just explains me and Bri's relationship. You guys, me and Bri are just, we have gotten so close since the first episode to now. It's so crazy. Like, we make fun of each other all the time.
I'm wearing Chase's socks.
She's currently wearing Chase, my boyfriend's socks so that she did not get free feet pics.
Oh, that sounded like creepy. I'm wearing these socks though because I didn't want my toes out for this episode. I don't know who's watching.
Creepy. Why did it sound creepy?
That I'm wearing your boyfriend's socks. Like, are we sharing a boyfriend?
I mean, honestly, at this point, whatever. No, but we could not.
That's a podcast for another day.
We could not be serious together. We're trying so hard to be serious together. We were able to be serious the first time because we weren't like that close of friends, but now we can't be serious. So I wanted to say this before I lose my train of thought. Also find something that you love to do.
Yes.
You know, like for me right now, like I have always been a gym girly. Like the gym was my life. Like I was there 3 hours a day, like living my best life, like working out, like whatever. But this last like couple of years, the gym just wasn't my thing. So I was dreading going every day. But I still was like forcing myself, and then I wasn't seeing results. I was actually seeing the reverse results because I wasn't liking what I was actually doing. My mind was in a different place when I was working out. I wasn't enjoying it. I was pretending I enjoyed it. I was hiding in the corner because I didn't want to be around all the gym guys. But now I'm actually doing things that I love. I'm doing Pilates. I'm doing Form. If you guys haven't heard of Form, go do their workouts. It's all from the comfort of your home. If you love Pilates, go do my friend Callie Guali's Sweaty Studio app. Like there's so many options out there to like actually do what you love and to feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's huge. And because people also think that you have to be, you know, there has to be the most rigorous workout ever.
Yeah.
Like it has to be like a hardcore like cycle class.
Yeah,
actually,
that's what I thought.
Mike, my husband, and Chase, her boyfriend, came to Pilates class like last week.
Please
and Mike was like, that was the hardest workout. Yeah. One of the hardest workouts I've ever done in my life. That was for him next to Flywheel, which Flywheel is like it's a cycling studio in Chicago.
Okay.
Where they actually put like leaderboards on the wall. And then they bully you that you're not doing enough because you need to be in the number one spot. So like you're literally dying, and they just yell at you. I don't know if this was many years ago when I went, so maybe they're a little bit more nice. Yeah. But they were quite bullying us.
That's crazy. That's I would cry.
Yeah, it was intense. but just as long as you enjoy the workout at the end of the day, like that's what matters most. You know, you don't have to follow what everyone else is doing on Instagram. Yes. Like if you find something that works for you and you enjoy it and you're able to remain consistent with it, like that's how you're going to get results. And like that's where it's going to be enjoyable. If you hate the workouts that you're doing, if you're so miserable every single time you go to the gym or every single time you push play on one of your workouts, like you need to find something that you're going to enjoy because that's what you're going to actually do.
Yes.
Obviously, you know, you need to push yourself to something that's going to challenge you.
Right.
But if it's something every day you're dreading it and it's not just because you're in your luteal phase and you're dreading it, like maybe just try something new. And also you can have eras, right? Like I go through phases where like I'm like in the gym every single day. And like right now I'm in a home workout phase and, you know, just ebb and flow with it. And, you know, there's no wrong way to be on your fitness journey. I think that obviously social media always plays a huge role into the way we think about the way things should be. Because we are just scrolling and seeing everyone living their life in different ways. And we're like, oh, this person got this body doing that. But we also forget that genetics, one, play a huge role. Yep. Also, two, you don't know what else that person's doing in addition to that. Or if they're actually like saying they're doing, I don't know, Pilates. That's like the hot thing right now. Like, we're all in our Pilates era. Or if they're not actually doing Pilates, right? Like you truly never know like the truth about what someone is doing online. So, you know, and also, I think I just said this to genetics. Like, we're like, oh, I want these Pilates arms, right? But, like, maybe this person honestly was just born with amazing arms. Like, it's just genetic, right?
Yeah.
And so like, kind of taking, like, the social media expectations out, like, from what you see online and, like, saying, I want to be the best version of me. Like, whatever that looks like. I'm not going to have this person's butt or this person's, you know, their arms or whatever. But I can have my own version of a big, you know, juicy booty, and I can have my own version of like Pilates arms, whatever that means for you, whatever that means for me. But like resetting the expectation.
Yeah. And just loving yourself for how you are and who you are. And like that is like a huge thing for me, just loving myself and my journey. Like when you're watching, even when I'm watching videos, like the home videos that I'm doing, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to look like her. I want her body. But it's like, look at what I'm doing. I'm working out. I'm getting up every day. I'm doing the thing. So just being proud of yourself and where you are in your journey as well is super important. You know, don't be so hard on yourself. If you're just starting, you're going to take a little bit longer to get to where you want to be, but that's okay. At least you're starting and at least you're doing the thing. But do the thing that's going to keep you going, keep you loving what you're doing, and keep you on your journey, you know? loving yourself where you are and finding things that you love to do. Don't do something that is going to just make you hate your life. Like, that's not the point of working out. That's not the point of a fitness goal. That's not the point of motivation. Do something that you love. Life is way too short to do things that you don't enjoy, and you are going to see way more results when you're actually doing something that you love instead of doing something that you're waking up and dragging your feet to get to every day.
And keep your promises to yourself, right?
Yeah.
And like, for me, I try not to say to myself that I'm going to do something if I know I'm not going to do it. Like, if I say, yeah, tomorrow I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go work out, I know for a fact that is 100% not going to happen. Right?
I need this advice.
So I'm not going to tell myself that I'm going to do that, because every time I break that promise with myself, I'm breaking the trust with myself, and then I'm viewing myself more negatively. I'm going to be talking down to myself versus like keeping a promise, like setting a promise that, one, I know is realistic. Okay, so for me, 5 a.m. is just not going to happen, but I can definitely make 6:15 happen. Like, that's realistic, right? So setting that goal and then doing it, right? Because when you do it, you build so much confidence within yourself that you want to just keep going and stacking those little wins. You're going to be a whole new person. Are you kidding? If you start now, just making those little promises that you're going to keep and you're just going to stack, you're going to be a whole new human by the time, 2025 rolls around. You're going to be light years ahead of where you thought you'd be. And it's just all in those little moments.
Yeah. We have like, what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks, I think. Ish.
Yeah, almost 2 weeks or whatever it is till New Year. So like 2 weeks can transform something so big for you.
Yeah.
So there's no point in waiting. Start now. Or find the thing that you're gonna do. Do some research. Find the things that are going to make you excited, make you happy. And then if that's what you want to do, wait for January 1st, then do that thing and stick to it.
And if you don't have time too, like with holiday travels or things like that, it's like, what could you focus on?
Yeah.
Could you focus on, like, it doesn't have to be fitness. It could be like a workout. It could be increasing your water intake. It could be consuming less sweets, like trying to consume just a little less, or, things like that, like nutrition focused goals that you can set between now and the end of the year. Like, you can get creative with it. But you don't have to be stagnant. Like, you don't have to be like the rest of America, who they're going to be waking up on January 1st and be really mad at themselves because of what happens in the next 2 weeks. You can be part of the smaller population that is like, wow, the holidays came and gone and I still feel great. In fact, I feel better.
Yeah.
I feel better than I felt before.
Right. And that's awesome if that's what you choose to do. And if you don't choose to do it, try and push
still
forward.
Enjoy your cake. Like, my dad was just in town for like 2 weeks. And my dad makes the best cookies. And I just had Ninja Creamy with protein ice cream with like 5 cookies inside of it. And that's okay, right? Yeah. Like, I'm not doing that every single day. So I'm not saying, like, hopefully that's not the takeaway, that you can't indulge. That's not what I mean at all. It's like, I'm not eating 5 cookies a day, but like, when my dad's in town, he's making me a fresh batch. I'm not saying no.
Right.
And then tomorrow is just going to be another day. I'm going to get, going to go for my workout. I'm going to be eating healthier. Like,
it's all about balance, truly. And I used to be so heavy on, I cannot eat anything, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, and it's like, I wasn't actually enjoying my life. Like, we both are very conscious about ingredients, about food labels. Like, we're both like that, very, very much, but we also both enjoy our lives, and we also both are like, all right, you want to go get ice cream? Let's go get ice cream.
Dairy Queen closes at 10.
Oh my gosh, her and her Dairy Queen, I cannot.
Although my Ninja Creamy, that is going to replace Dairy Queen.
Thank goodness. At least you know what's in it.
I know. And I was telling Mike too, and I was like, this is even, the day I used to do Ben and Jerry on Fridays.
Oh.
And then it upgraded to, now there's this ice cream at Sprouts. It's called Ice Cream for Bears. And see, I eat Ben and Jerry's. Well, I did eat Ben and Jerry's every single Friday.
And I wouldn't see her.
And it's like a once a week thing. Like, live it up a little bit. The rest of the week, I got it dialed in. But then I switched over to this ice cream. It's like a really clean ice cream brand. It's called Ice Cream for Bears. If you have one in your local grocery store, mine's at Sprouts. So freaking good. But I was telling Mike that this could replace my Ben and Jerry's, because the day you want Ben and Jerry's, you can just throw 5 Craig cookies in your Ninja Creamy, and you're getting like 30 grams of protein from your protein ice cream.
Yeah,
so good.
Listen, I'm excited. So when I get back, I'm traveling for the holidays. So when I get back for the holidays, because my life has been chaos, I'm gonna be at Bri's every single night. So you guys will see videos of me with her Ninja Creamy.
You'll get a house key, so you can just come on in.
Listen, I need a house key.
I know.
I'm coming over. So yes, just indulge, have fun. during the holidays, don't be so hard on yourself, but also set realistic goals. Super, super important so that you can live your best life. All we want to do is live our best life.
But kind of circling back to setting realistic goals too, like in these next 2 weeks, like I'm not going to set a goal to like, go to the gym for 2 hours a day and start a new program and all of those things. Yeah. I'm going to set a realistic goal that I know I can maintain. And that's usually honestly how I approach goals throughout the year as well. It doesn't really matter what time of year I'm setting this goal. It's like, is this a goal that I can maintain realistically, like daily, right? Because I'm not going to be like, okay, I'm going to cut out sugar for the next 90 days because I will actually go insane. Yeah. I love to have a weekly ice cream. It's my fun little thing I look forward to every week. So I'm not going to set that goal, right? And so for me, it's all about sustainability. Like, what can I be consistent with over time? Because that's the way the results happen anyways. When, especially, in the new year, you're going to see all this marketing, like, get abs in 7 days or follow this slim, I don't even know what they're marketing these days, but like, here's how you can lose 15 pounds in a week. Like, all of these quick fixes, they're going to, sure, you may get the results immediately, but they always leave you worse off than when you started because you're going to gain that weight back and then some because they're going to put you on some crazy diet, things like that. Yeah. And that's just not what I'm about. It's not what I'm into. And so how can you set a couple of realistic goals? Just pick one or two that are going to make you feel good, that you can then, continue into the new year. And you can even, when you're traveling and seeing family, you can involve them in on it, right? Right. Go for a walk with them. Yeah. Take them, if you're starting a new workout program and it's like a home workout, like do it with your little cousins. Like get everyone involved and, help other people around you live a healthier lifestyle.
Right. And like instead of maybe at the holiday parties, bring a healthier option or make a healthier dessert. Like whatever it is, you don't have to be so like, oh, I can't eat this on the holidays. Like maybe make it a little bit healthier and then be able to enjoy it. And maybe your family members, if they don't eat healthy, they'll see this and they'll be like, oh, it's actually good. Like healthy food can be good. It's not all this like bad things that people say, oh, you're going to eat something healthy, it's not going to taste good, So introducing family members to certain things. And if it's cold where you're going or where you live, just finding certain things that can help bring your life into a better direction for the goals that you have set for your new year.
AKA everywhere else except for Florida, if it's cold where you live.
It's cold where you live. Us in Florida, we're like 50 degrees. It got to 60 degrees the other day.
And I was ready to take out my parka.
No, literally, I had the heat on in our house. Yeah, my toes were actually...
Meanwhile, we're from like the snow belt. Like,
we're from the snowbirds.
You changed fast when you moved to Florida.
Yeah, it's really sad. But yeah, just find little ways and just be easy on yourself. Give yourself grace. Find things you love and just come into this year with an open heart and know that you don't have to start on January 1st. You can start today.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, too, like, let's say everything, goes up in flames the next 2 weeks. That's okay. Like, life is going to happen. There are going to be times where things go up in flames and don't go the way that you expected them to or planned for them to go. Just rolling with them and knowing that you can hit the reset button any day, anytime. It could be 5 p.m. on a Thursday. You can hit the reset button and you can, reset yourself, reset your habits. So, again, just not being hard on yourself, going with the flow, doing the best you can with the circumstances that you have, with whatever plans you have coming up. Because at the end of the day, like, you can always hit the reset button. Yeah. It's not that deep.
Seriously.
It's not that deep, but it also is deep at the same time. Exactly. It's your health. So that's just the paradox of life.
No, seriously. And also, like, go and enjoy yourself. Go have fun with your family. Like, I'm going home for 10 days. I haven't been home to New York in a year and a half. Like, I'm going to go enjoy myself, but I'm also going to keep my little daily steps that I do, my daily routines that I do. I'm going to work out. I'm going to do those things, but I'm also not going to work out 3 times a day. I'm probably going to work out once. I've been working out 4 times a day, you guys. There's a lot of things happening.
Well, tell them why. Okay, maybe you can't tell them why.
I don't know.
Hey, things are coming. She's not like a psycho over here, guys, who's working out 4 times a day.
Not a psycho.
Because she's working on a project.
Yeah, things are coming. I don't think I can really say yet, but I will. I'll tell you guys when I'm able to tell you guys. But there's a lot of things happening, and I'm excited for the new year, and I hope that you all are excited for the new year. And I hope that you found great friends this year that you can go into the new year with. And if not, knowing that you will find your circle, you will find your friends, you will find the routine that you love. You just have to go outside of your comfort zone and work on it and get there, and you will. Every life is a journey, and we are all on a different journey. So just what did I say? Why are you laughing? Okay, life's a journey. I don't even know what I'm saying. I think he's showing.
Life. I'm gonna quote that one. Life is a journey, and we're all on a different journey.
You guys, Mike is done. I'm done with the podcast. I'm handing over Keeping It Real podcast by McKaylee Lonnevill to Keeping It Real podcast to Bri Kuznik.
And keep it real out there, y'all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna end this year because I can't
see the edits of this one.
I'm exhausted. We love you guys. We're so excited. We're so excited for you. Come on, Bri. Finish the heart. Love you guys. We're so excited to hear about your goals. Drop in the comments some of your goals that you have this year, some of your realistic goals, something that you are doing to stay on track in the holidays. We would love to hear it. Just give some...
No, that was good. You're crushing it.
I know, but I couldn't speak anymore. Just give some people that are listening some encouragement and some love. And follow Bri on Instagram. She does a bunch of non-toxic swaps right now on her Instagram. They've literally been so good, you guys.
Oh, thank you.
I'm obsessed. So go follow her. She'll do all the non-toxic stuff for you. And if you want a recipe, she posts them. Just comment on her post and she'll send you the recipe.
I'm getting roasted right now.
Yeah,
low key.
She's getting roasted low key. So Bri wouldn't give me, I'm just gonna tell you guys, Bri wouldn't give me her hot chocolate recipe unless I commented on her Instagram
She wanted
post.
the recipe, okay?
Yeah.
And I didn't have the recipe on me. And I told her, I said, you can go comment on that reel saying recipe or whatever word I put on there, and it'll send you a really nice PDF that I made with the recipe on it.
I don't want to be an Instagram DM. I want to be your best friend.
I did not have the recipe. I didn't have it.
Anyways, support your friends.
Comment recipe on their Instagram post.
And go follow Bri. Support her. We love you guys so much. I'm wishing you the best Christmas. I'm wishing you the best New Year. And right now in this season of my life that I'm currently in, these podcast episodes will now come out every other Friday. I know I switched it to Fridays, but now they will be coming out every other Friday. Just in the season of life that I'm in, I'm going to need to do that for a little bit. So,
hey,
that is where we're at. Love you guys so much. Have the best holidays. We're wishing you the best New Year. Wishing you the best of luck on your goals, and just have the best time with your family. Love you guys. Bye, Bri.
And keep it real out there.
Keep it real out there.
You didn't even end it the proper way.
Come on, finish it out for us. End it for us. Come on, we need to hear it.
I forget. It's just keep it real.
Keep it real out there, y'all. Wait, no. Keep it real out there. Keep it real out there. I don't know.
Keep it real.
Keep it real out there, y'all.
Keep on keeping it real out there.
Keep it real this year. We love you. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.